Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. We've got a fun-packed day today. We've got Play Your Crafts Right first of all, then we've got masterclass, and then we've got Sharon Callis on later on today. And we've got so many beautiful things to show you. I mean, we always do. We always give you beautiful things. We've got lots and lots of lovely florals, and I think actually at the moment, watching how hot everything is, you know, it's nice to see a few flowers. And in fact, earlier last night, I was reading an article about a man who lives in the middle of a very busy city in the UK, but because he's created such an amazing set of flowers and plants in his garden, he's created all these sort of underground wells for all of his water. He's the only person with these amazing flowers in the whole of his area. Do an aerial shot, you've got all these beautiful flowers coming out just of one bungalow, and everywhere else just looks like hay. So it really inspired me. It made me think, actually, I want to get back into my gardening and build some beautiful flowers. But if you can't do that because the weather's not very good, then we've got other crafty flowers that you could possibly make today. I'm not on my own. I do have Debbie with me, Debbie Robinson. Hello, Debbie. How are you doing?
Hello. Trying to get ready, realising I've got my old specs on, need to go and get them sorted. It's been one of those mornings, Becky. I got up here. I've got here. We're ready and raring to go, although I might need an extra two quick seconds to get myself sorted. But we're really looking forward to do. We've got loads lined up, lots of demos planned for you through this first 2 hours, and that game, we've got a game. I don't know what game it is. I've not even had a chance to speak to Charlotte. And oh no. Oh, my favourite anagrams. But we've got a great show lined up later on as well, because anything that you want to know come about your Geminis in the whole range of the family, anything about glues, we've got what we call an essentials corner. So there may be new viewers that are watching right now that have joined us because Sarah was recently on QVC. You might have bought a machine and not really known how to use it. Perhaps that demonstration that Sarah did was too fast. Maybe you didn't take it all in, maybe you didn't record it. Well, this is the show to be in, because we're going to do a 101 all about our machines and everything else, what we call essentials within our crafty stash. So yes, so I'm going to have a couple of seconds, grab a breather as well, because it has been one of those moments.
Have a quick drink, that's what I think.
I think we know what we're doing now. Me and Jamie having a quick conflab, and I mean a very quick conflab. But yeah, we'll be sorted. But I'm going to get myself ready for his first demo, Becky.
We'll come back to you in a few minutes. Hello everybody, we've got lots of people messaging in. Georgiana, hello Debbie and Becky from Florida. Christina, also Christine, good morning everyone. Stefan, it's probably Nicole, or Stefan Nicole, or Nicole Stefan, not sure. Morning everyone. Lynn Harvey, hi Becky, Debbie, the CTV cream? CTV team and the wonderful social superstar and everyone. I thought you were saying a CTV ice cream, which would be really nice.
Oh, do you know, I think after today we might be needing one of those.
I think you're probably right. And in fact, Tori, who's one of our team, left yesterday, and I said, what you should have done is got an ice cream van to come here for all of us to have ice cream. So when I leave, or maybe it's when it's my birthday, maybe that's what I'll do, get an ice cream van to come here just for us. Not for anyone else in the building, just for us. Sarah Brown says, hello, my friends Becky, Debbie, and yes, I'm in my couch watching from a cold Melbourne night. Hope you're all doing well. We are boiling here. I would love to have a little bit of cool air. Margaret says, good morning from rainy Montana. Rianne, hello Becky, Debbie, CTV crew, fellow crafters from Australia. Hope you're all well. Jerry, good morning from southern Maryland. What a beautiful way to start my day. Alison, hi everyone. It's another hot day in Chester. And Thea says, ahoy hoy everyone from a sunny Netherlands. We've also got Alison. Hello everyone, hope you're well from a very hot Stoke-on-Trent. Good morning everyone from North Carolina. That's from Kimberley. And Grace on the socials has said she'll be popping over for the ice cream van. Everyone loves an ice cream van. And in fact, when I used to make cupcakes, I did think it would have been a nice idea to have cupcakes from an ice cream van, just drive around. Anyway, let's get on to the bits and pieces that we've got on the show today. So our Weekend Super Saver is a fantastic deal. You're going to be getting our Tiffany bag here. So this is your Nancy tote bag. Then you're getting your magnetic tool set. So you've got your magnetic kind of shim that you're putting in here, and a magnetic ruler. And you'll be getting your rotating clipboard here. The great deal about this is you're going to be getting this bag and the magnetic one, and you're getting this for free. So you're saving 25%. So this is, sorry, 35%. So the price for this is £27.98 or $31.98. Your platinum price would be £22.38 or $25.58. So really, really good deal. And I do love these Tiffany bags. I do love the fact that you can keep everything organised and that you've got everything that you're able to see, because one of the worst things, I think, is popping things away and then never finding them again because you put them in a box. So I think these are really, really excellent deals for you to be having today. Then we've got other deals with this. So we've got a special deal. So if you spend £10, you'll get, if you spend £50, you'll get a £10 off. And if you spend £100, you get £20 off, and £150, you get £30 off. And you'll need to use the codes AUG for August, 10 for the £10, 20 for the £20, or 30 for the £30. But if you have a look at the website, you'll be able to see those deals there. And we'll have lots and lots of information on the website with all the other deals that we've got on the show. A few more people messaging in. Nikki says, morning from very hot and sunny Leicester. Christy says, hello everyone, it's very warm in Teesside, especially with the sun coming through your windows. I totally agree. Corinne says, hi Becky, looking forward to another great show. Vera, hello from Sacramento in California. Val, hi Becky and Debbie, looking forward to the show. Very hot, red warning, just watching here in Southampton. Adrienne says, Texas has been so hot, it's 5 a.m. and still 80 outside. And Christine says, morning all, hope you're all okay. Very hot everywhere, I think. Everyone is taking it easy this weekend. Message in and let us know what you're getting up to this weekend. It's really nice to hear what you're doing. Are you planning a whole weekend watching us? Or are you going to be doing a little bit of crafting? Did you watch something this week that really inspired you and made you want to start doing a different kind of craft? We had vellum masterclass earlier on this week, which might be really interesting for you to go back and have a look. I know that there have been quite a few posts on Facebook when people will be doing that. But yeah, we've got all sorts of different things for you. And as Debbie said, we're going to be looking at the Gemini today in sort of really deep detail, because it is an incredible piece of equipment. And actually, when I first got my die cutting machine, it wasn't a Gemini, and then I got a Gemini, and I almost sort of threw the other one away because this one worked so much better. And I've got so many of them sort of dotted around in my craft room. Actually, this looks a bit like my craft room, but much tidier. And so behind me, we've got the largest one, which is a Gemini Pro. Then we've got the one which is like the A4 side, which is like the standard one that we've got over here. This is the one that I happen to have at home. Then we've got the Junior, again, a little bit smaller. And then on the other side of me, we've got the Gemini Go, tiny one, almost a little bit bigger than a credit card size one here, and those are all your plug-in ones, your electric ones. Then you go down to your Gemini Mini, and also your Gemini MIDI at the back. So those are the ones that are cranked by hand. So really good. And I noticed looking on social media and Facebook and things, people saying they've got them all because they're all great for different things. Having one that you can plug in that's an electric one, but also having one that's a handheld one, it's really handy, really useful, and they're great for very small dies that you might happen to have, like little flowers and bits and pieces like that. So for your Gemini MIDI, you're looking at, Gemini Go, you're looking at, that's the US price is £125.95, or your $125.95 or $100.76. So that is for your Gemini Go. Your next one that we have up is your Gemini Mini, which is the one that you'll sort of you hand crank. So that is £26.99 or $40.45. Platinum price is £21.59 or $32.36. The next one we'll go across to will be your Mini, which is a really tiny one, which is really quite useful. That's £26.99 or $40.45. platinum price is £21.59 or $32.36. And we're going to be going through all these different machines. So message in, have you got any questions? Do you want to know whether a particular size die is going to go through the particular machine? Perhaps you haven't bought one yet and you're thinking, well, maybe I need to go for the biggest one, or maybe I need to go for the biggest one and one of the smaller ones. Let us know what you need to do. We've also got the Sharon Callis Floral designs over here, which are absolutely stunning, really, really beautiful designs. Now, I first met, sorry, not that one, this one over here. I first met Sharon quite a few months ago, and she was, I was quite amazed by all the bits and pieces that she'd brought to us. So we've got some beautiful embossing folders in this collection. We've got some dies here, some frame dies, absolutely stunning, very, very beautiful. And they look so effective just in the black, but you can imagine what these are going to be looking like with some of your beautiful Centura Pearl card or some of your mirror card. So you've got an oval one there, you've got a rectangular one there. You've also got these dies in order to create those incredible flowers. They really are very, very pretty. So these are almost like a quilling die. So you run those through your Gemini or your any die cutting machine, and you then sort of twist those and roll them up, and then you get those beautiful flowers. So they come with the flowers as also the leaves. We've got these ones as well, these beautiful different types of flowers that you can create. And these are going to be something that you'll be able to use so many different times because you've got so many different flowers. Making these in different colours, you can be using these for all seasons. There's no reason why you can't use these for Christmas time as well as the spring. And of course, if you're one of those people who is suffering with a hosepipe ban and looking for some flowers in your garden and you haven't got any, you can make them out of paper. So we're just trying to give you different options for the different types of things you can do. This one is really lovely, almost like an orchid. And then you've also got these fantastic papers as well. So these are what you'll be running through your Gemini with those sort of quilling dies. And you can see you've got these different gradients within those papers that really give life to all those different designs. So you've got ones that are going to be more appropriate for the leaves, as well as fantastic colours for all of those different flowers that we're going to be doing. And of course, if you don't have these or you run out of these, you can replicate those with your inks if you want to, but we've done all that hard work for you by having all of those different designs and all those sort of muted tones, or there's almost like an ombre effect you've got in here that you would always find with nature. So platinum price for this is £52.79 or $63.99. They are absolutely gorgeous. I really do like those. I'm quite keen on getting those myself. And Debbie, you've got quite a few samples of different things over there, haven't you?
I have. If you've heard all those noises in the background, it was me. It was me just taking all me little bits out because Sharon's very kindly sent us her beautiful samples, and she sent them over, but they all had to be like well packaged. So I've literally been taking all the tape off, all the plastics that were in them, because I really want you to see. The lovely thing about Sharon, and it's such a shame I'm not going to be here later on because I absolutely adore the woman, but she's surrounded by nature. So for Sharon to get the inspiration from where she lives and then bring it into the world of arts and crafts, I think she's at the top end of the game with it. It absolutely is sensational, and these are beautiful. I'm going to show you. I wonder if our Charlotte can come in close with each one of these just so I can show you, and I'll try and do it. Let's do it this way so I can do it. There we go. Sorry, Charlotte. Not half mecking her about this morning, aren't I? The tea rose, look how beautiful, look how realistic these are. And these are paper flowers. These are really, truly, absolutely beautiful. Yeah. And you're going to get all the dies to create this, all the bit with the foliage, with it as well. You're going to get all of those. I'm going to go through each one of them. Look at the champagne rose. I adore this one. Absolutely beautiful. I'm actually going to demonstrate the champagne rose because I think it's absolutely gorgeous. We've got the very beautiful mountain peony. I mean, look how gorgeous these are, Becky.
Right, they are super realistic.
Absolutely, so realistic. Look at the lily. Look at the lily.
Lovely.
I love that one. That actually looks like a real lily. I can't get over the detail that Sharon's put into these dies. They're absolutely fabulous. The orchid, and then we've got the ranunculus, I can't say that word for some reason, it just won't come out. Bet, I'm surrounded by all these beautiful flowers, and I'm just going to pick this up. I'll just move this to one side just for a second because I want to bring this in. It's like a work of art. Me and Becky's eyes just literally dropped, didn't they, when we saw this?
Yeah.
I think that sample is absolutely stunning and just shows you if you want to take this into your home decor, you absolutely can go into your home decor. Could you imagine how much that would cost if you saw it in a shop?
Oh, ridiculous amount.
Absolutely ridiculous amounts of money. But look at the price on the screen, the platinum price on the screen, and this is just the hardware, I'm going to call it.
Yeah.
You've got all the papers in there. You've got embossing folders. You've got dies to be able to bring it into your card making if that's what you want to do. But honestly, these are absolutely. I'm just going to move all my flowers just over here for a second, Becky. But this is absolutely stunning. This array of florals that our lovely Sharon has brought to you and brought to us because we were very lucky to work alongside her with these beautiful florals. But I'm going to make it into card making. If I tried to attempt to do that beautiful piece there, Becky, I'd have to have been well prepped and it'd probably take me about a week to get it completed because it's absolutely stunning. But how beautiful would that look if you spent that time and maybe go on a smaller scale, maybe do the teacup one that Sarah's done, a teacup one with foam flowers. Maybe you could do that in a smaller scale and do the teapot with a spoon. That would look equally as beautiful, but I wonder if anybody had noticed if it went missing today.
We won't say anything, Debbie.
Yeah, do you think anybody had noticed? Honestly, I love it. My eyes popped out my head, Becky, didn't I? When I said, where's the samples gone? And I saw it, I was like, look at this, look at this. So I'm going to take it into the form of card making, and I'm going to use the champagne rose, and every single one of the flowers has actually got all the papers that you need. And when I say papers, what I love about Sharon's mind is how she thinks like a crafter, because that's what she is. She's a crafter at heart. But look how they've been designed, these beautiful papers, to create the perfect tones for your foliage, for your flowers, and it's all been done to perfection. And if you tried to get those particular tones there, you would have to take some of your inks, control your inks, and get that try and get that blend, and it can be sometimes a little bit hard work. However, we've made it easy because we've popped it into the paper form for you. So I'm going to use those as well. I've got the champagne rose ready, and again, another lovely thing that our Sharon does so well is think like a crafter. And in terms of your we're going to call it a quilling die. We're going to call it a quilling die because that's what it is. Quilling flower. But she thinks like a crafter, a true crafter, in the terms of how she's designed the die to work. So you've got the largest petals, and then you've got a second layer of petals. But as you can see, they're offset against each other. Right. So it means that when you fold this up, and you've even got the score line in the centre, you then just simply fold it over, and I'll show you how easy it is to do that. Shape them, quill them, so roll them up with a bit of glue or tape, whatever it is you've chosen, and you've got your floral all in one, and then you've got all your extra pieces as well. And not only that, you've got some beautiful complementary dies, which I'm going to be using this one because I absolutely love and adore the Pretty Posies frame. Just beautiful. Again, outside of this crafting, outside of the beautiful paper flowers, you could take this into your crafting and maybe use it as a frame for sentiments in the centre there. Maybe you want to put a picture of a loved one in the background there. All sorts that you can do with it. And like I said, you've got some beautiful embossing folders as well. So first things first, I think I'll start with the frame actually, Becky. We'll get that little bit done out of the way. I've used a double-sided cardstock here, and I'm going to use some low-tack tape just to hold that down. Ooh.
Debbie Fisher was laughing at me yesterday because I use our low tack tape for keeping the dies for the builder block in patchworking, and I keep reusing my tape. And I was like, she's like, why are you doing that? And I said, well, I always think I don't want to waste it. I keep reusing it. She's like, we've got loads.
Honestly, I am the same. And I know Debbie, she's right in what she says, because if you're buying our low tack tape, you're getting 3 rolls. Yeah. Is it $4.99 or something like that? I believe. Producer Jamie can check for me, but yeah, I believe it's $4.99 for 3 rolls. Just on a roll. Yeah. I mean, I pay, and I have paid over that price for 1 roll of tape that's not even on a roll. Yeah. And I don't know why I do it. Honestly, I just think sometimes we forget these things, don't we, Becky? Yeah, I totally understand that, because I do reuse and tape. You'll see me now, and I'm away to do it with my pokey tool. I'm going to lift off my tape, but I don't want to throw that away just yet. So I'm going to pull that off just gently. I always pull the tape towards me as well, Becky, just so I don't tear the cardstock. but I've stuck it at the side of me because I'm going to reuse it. But before I do, I'm going to actually, because this beautiful die, and I'm going to try and do this without it coming out of, jumping out of the die itself. I'm just going to turn this over because there's a lovely little feature on it where you can do the extra emboss. Now, the 101 later on this afternoon, I'm going to talk to you about this. I'm going to show you how we do this. But I'm just going to, because I can't find my large one, I'm just going to use my small one over the top of it.
Oh, okay.
But it's got a lovely feature where you can pop that back in now and emboss the extra detail. So this die has got a die cut to it, but it's also got extra embossed detail that raises the flowers that are in the frame. And it's worth doing it. The only thing you've got to be careful of, and fingers crossed it doesn't do it, but it might jump out, because I've took my low tack tape off. Yeah. I always do it, I take the low tack tape off because we know the power of that machine. It can stick the low tack tape down really quite heavily, and especially when it's in something that's got a little bit of give to it, like, because the rubber mat being rubber, it bounces back, so I always be careful not to put me low tack tape in there at that process. I always take it out. Look at this gorgeous die. Oh my days, how beautiful is this die? Look at that.
It's so intricate, isn't it?
So much detail in there. And then the raised element is in these flowers that you can see there just beautifully. That's the difference that running through your die with your purple shim will make. It will give it extra embossed detail. And all of those florals all the way around the frame have got that beautiful detail to it. Now, the difference that I've done here, and I'm just going to show you, Becky, is I've just, because I've put mine on a sheet of do you know, I knew it was going to be one of them mornings. Xyron, my Xyron machine. But I've just taken one of my alcohol markers and gone round and coloured little areas of it in. Okay. So that's all I've done with that, just to emphasise it. You could do it with ink, you could run ink over it if you wanted to. You could take your alcohol markers and you could colour those flowers in a different colour if you wanted to. But I've just done it and given it a little tiny lift by adding a little bit of an extra colour around there. And it was just using one of my Shy Blend pens. Okay. So I've got that little bit done. We'll leave that to one side because we'll move on to the flowers. So let's bring in, let me just lift this off for a second, Becky. I'm going to show you how beautiful these cut. So when I'm going to lay this on, and again, I try not to do a lot of waste, but sometimes you just can't help it. But I reckon you could probably get about 2 on there.
Yeah, I think you could.
Perhaps if I did it that way and then that way.
I suppose you automatically assume that you're going to be popping it in the middle because that's where that.
Yeah, I know, but I love the colour.
There's no reason to, is there?
Yeah, I love the colour. Man, do you know, I'll stick to it. I'll put it in the middle. I'll put it in the centre and bring out my reused low tack tape. And I'm going to just, do you know what I could do with? I could do with my Gemini Junior plates, but yet again, I was here earlier on in the week and they vanished. And I thought, oh, by now they'll have come back. But they haven't. For some reason, so I'll need a set of Gemini Junior plates. Now, I know our Tracy's a bit busy at the minute, but I'll shout her in a minute and ask her if I can have a set.
Shall I go and find her? I'll go and find her. What are you doing now?
I don't want to disturb her. She's busy on the computer. She's got lots to do, but I just could do with a nice set of Gemini Junior plates. So I'm going to run that through. And I'm going to pop that in. I can see it. It's only me, Tracy. It's only me.
Tracy's on the case.
She is on the case. Hey, God love her. She's been away. Don't she look amazing?
Oh,
she looks
amazing tan.
Amazing tan. Absolutely beautiful tan. Gorgeous tan. Yeah, she's been away. She's been on a jolly. It's a well-deserved holiday she's had. God love her. She's only been back a few days. I think she's ready for another one.
It's easy how to forget your holiday, isn't it?
So it's like the holiday blues, isn't it? Straight away, it's like, oh my days. And it always feels like it were months ago, yeah. Only like a few days ago.
Exactly. And now, with these dies, could you use them for flower forming foam if that's what you wanted to do?
Yes, you can.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Absolutely you can. If you want to do that, absolutely. And of course, once these papers have gone, you know, if you've got the whole kit and you've got the papers, once they've gone, you can use any regular paper, any pattern paper, cardstock. And again, you can see just how beautiful that die cut's out there. Thank you very much, Tracy. I'll take them. Thank you. Thank you. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how easy it is to do these. So again, that beautiful floral design, it's got that perforation down the centre. Now, you could do this before. So what I mean by before, to do with the shaping, let me bring in my my mats. I'll use the inside of the mat. I'll grab my bowl tool because I did put it down somewhere, but I know what I'm like. I started off so well. Who said that, producer Jamie? Laughing Gravy, what a lovely name that is, Laughing Gravy. What's your real name, Laughing Gravy? Because that sounds so weird to say Laughing Gravy out loud. But she says I can borrow her plates because she's just had a delivery this morning. Do you know, I love it. I love it when you get a set of new plates. I'm not going to lie. I love a good set of new plates.
Well, I had a delivery the other day, and I had notifications saying your delivery from Crafters Companions arriving, and I'm thinking, I don't remember what I've ordered. Have I been late night shopping again? And I was thinking, oh God, and it got delivered to my husband's office because there's always someone there. But it does mean, he goes, what on earth's this? What have you been buying here? And I was quite pleased to see that it was actually when I'm doing in a few weeks' time. So I didn't get into trouble then. So it did mean I went and did a little bit more shopping. I think actually I can just say, oh, it's just stuff for work. And he'll never know.
You can get away with it, yeah,
exactly.
Definitely. Now I've just shaped, and I'll have to just lift it up. You can see I'm just shaping the petals before I actually pop that on. I'm just going to turn it over, and I'm just going to do the other side as well, because when we fold it over, we want a bit of we want them to look quite realistic, don't we, when we do these?
Yes.
So just grab a ball tool. We do sets of, these are our Crafters Companion ball tools, and we have them in a set of 3, so they've got different various sizes. So it's not all the same size ball tools. They go from a little one to the very largest ball, and it does mean that you can get different effects with those ball tools. And all I'm using is our stamp mat. Do you know our stamp mat? It's the stamp mat that I'm using. I'm turning it this way because there's a lot of ink on there, and I don't know if there's any ink that will transfer onto my paper. So I'm just doing it this side. Let's.
Lots of people have been messaging in, so many messages actually. I'm being a bit slack and haven't got round to them. Lots of people saying how much they love their Geminis. Christine says she's got every single one and absolutely loves the Gemini Go. Have all the Gemini's machines, that's Irene in Georgia. Val says of all the machines except the Pro, and I wouldn't use any other now as they do everything that I need. Alison says I have the 3 electric ones and my Mini is being delivered today.
Yay!
Kirsty said this weekend I'm going to try and cheer up a sulking cat. My human, my son, has gone away to camp for 2 weeks and she will sulk and hide the whole time he's away. The other cat's not bothered. Isn't that lovely?
Absolutely. I'll tell you what else is lovely, how this die is being designed. So, do you know normally with your flowers you get like a bit of a gap in between, and when you roll it up you end up with gappy bits.
Yep.
So what Sharon's done is decided to position this die where there's no gaps no matter when you roll this up, because it offsets itself into the centre of the ones underneath, which is what I love. So all you're going to do is you're going to put some tape on. I'll just move mine to one side because I've done it in a different colour, but I've already got some tape on. You could take your inks as well, so you could go in with your inks. I think I've used a different flower on this one, but it's fine. It's because every one of these work the same way. Now, whenever I put red liner tape on, I don't know if you noticed, but I leave a bit of a gap. And the reason I leave the gap is because that's where I put my quilling tool. And if I put glue on there, Becky, it'd make it a bit sticky, a bit tricky to roll as well. So always give yourself a little bit of a gap. Now I'm going to see if I can find my quilling tool. Just bear.
And would you always use red liner tape for this? You wouldn't use any wet glue?
Say that again, Becky.
You would always use red liner tape for this part. You would never use any wet glue.
Yeah, and I will be totally honest. When I do my florals, I do prefer red liner tape.
Right.
I get a little bit sticky when I start using like a tacky glue, and my fingers get in a mess, and then I get it all over my petals, and then I kind of spoil it. So I don't want to do that. But all you're going to do is take your, and again, this is one of our Crafters Companion ones. Mine's well loved. Even got a little ball tool on, so you could go in and do a little bit more precision. I can't speak today. Precision.
Put your teeth back in.
Put my teeth back in, yes, absolutely. So I'm just going to lift off that tape before I get started. You could do this in pieces, so where you just take it back a little bit until you've got used to, you know, the quilling motion. But again, if you haven't got a quilling tool, you could probably get away with this with a poker tool. And roll it with a poker tool, but you'll need to do with your hand as well. But all we're going to do is start at this end, and we're going to roll that up. Now, if in fact, I'll take my red liner tape off just for a second so I can show you what I mean. What you need to remember when you're doing this is, and if I hold it this way, you'll be able to see, you need to make sure that that bit that you've rolled stays to the flat edge of that bottom part of the petal.
Right.
And that means that you'll get a really nice, neat floral when you're rolling it. Now, I tend to give it a little pinch in between. And again, you can I shape the flowers afterwards if you want to do that, absolutely. But you can see now it's starting to come together on my little tool, and I'm just going to continue that all the way around. So if I take my time with this bit, Becky. I always say, take your time with this bit. There's no point rushing. And if you do love your wet glue, absolutely you can use your wet glue. But I'm just going to continue to go around.
Because I think, like you said, I've used wet glue before and I end up getting, you know, you may have inked something beautifully and it looks fantastic, and then I've got a big splodge on it where the glue's gone on my fingers because I've put too much glue on there. At least with the red liner tape, you can't put too much on, can you?
Exactly. And look, you can see now, at the very end there, if I just put my hands back so you can see it against the white, your beautiful flower already just to spread, and I just, a little tickle is what I'm going to call it.
Yeah.
A little tickle with your finger.
Yeah.
Tickle those petals. You can shape them, you can get your tweezers if you want to shape them. And by that I mean, and I'm going to bring the one in that I've done, because I've done mine in a different colour, and obviously this is my rose that I've done. I think I've shaped cut out a different one here. But you can take your tweezers and you can begin to shape them. Or you can take, you know, your ball end tool, and you can take that end tool. Now, producer Jane probably would have to look to see if we've got this in stock. I think it's about £1.99 on the website. And it's our quilling tool that we do. It's got a little ball end and then the quilling tool at this end. We brought them out when we did some quilling tools a while ago. I'm going to say about 3 or 4 years ago. But just check the website because, yeah, I just double check for us. But they're ready, available on lots of internet sites, not just ours, of course. But it just makes life easier, Becky, when you pop in, you know, when you're wanting to do this and when you're wanting to shape. I mean, let's flatten that out a little bit. But I'm just going to take my time with my middle pieces.
I suppose if you didn't have one of those, or you know, you've got one on order and you're desperate to start, you could use a little cocktail stick to start it off.
Yes.
If there's nothing else.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, all I've done with this, Becky, is I've used my poker tool and I've just gone round and done a little bit of a curl at the very edges with individual petals. I've not gone in, I don't know if you've noticed there, I've not gone in and done it with every single one. I'm going in individually and just giving it a little bend. And then I've added the foliage to it underneath to give it a little bit of a shape. And you can do that. I'll show you the other ones that I've got here because I've done most of these garden florals. That one is the ranunculus. I've got my lily here. Let me bring in my lily so you can see the lily. I've added on the lily one, I've just added some of our alcohol pens and given it a little, I've lilified it up. Is the word I'm looking for there. And then I've got the beautiful tea rose, although I need to add a little bit more glue because my little foliage Oh, I can tell it's gonna be one of these days. The bottom bits.
And it's so early, you couldn't have possibly had a gin and tonic already.
No, definitely not, definitely not. I'm just going to put that there, I'll fix that one in a second. And then lastly, I've got the, I think this is my mountain peony. And again, you can see the different shapes that you're getting there along with all of them. Absolutely beautiful florals, they really are. Do lots, shape them. I've even shaped things like my petals and added inks to the end and give them a little shape. Oh, that's all you need to do. I promise you, these dies do all the hard work for you. The fun bit is where you take it, and like I said, each one of these, just take a poker tool and give it a little tiny shape as you're going along. Use your tweezers if you love tweezers. I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't get on with tweezers very well.
Right.
We have a love-hate relationship. So I don't use my tweezers as much as what some of the other demonstrators do.
Right.
But I tend to do it with poker tools and things like that and shape them that way. All my fingers, I get my fingers right in there. And I've got a set of nails that really do help sometimes when it comes to doing things like that. But you can see all those gorgeous florals. And all I'm going to do, Becky, is I'm going to bring in a card blank. And I'm using some cream for this one. I've got already a little bit of a matte and layer that I've done with some matte black cardstock and the matching cream. I want the flowers to take centre stage with this one. So, of course, I could have used the beautiful embossing folders that are in this collection.
Yeah.
I mean, this collection is absolutely massive. I can't wait to see what Sharon does later. I can't wait to see, because I know Sharon's coming up later for Craft House. And it'll be interesting to see what's because, I mean, Sharon is the queen of flowers, I'm not going to lie. If you want to learn how to do all of those things I've just said, I'm pretty sure Sharon later on tonight will be showing you absolutely everything you need to know about all of her collections, because it's the lady herself. She's the lady who created all of these.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a good show. Make sure you do tune in later on, which is 6 p.m. UK time, 1 p.m. Eastern time. and 10 a.m.
Yeah. Woohoo! Well done for remembering. I have to look at the...
No, I looked at screen, Becky. I looked at screen. I'm not going to lie. I looked at screen. I've got my own one down here because I insisted that they gave me one because I could never get the times right. So I'm going to pop on my background piece. Let's pop that on because I love it. I do love this frame. Absolutely stunning frame. I'll try and centralise that so I've got that right because I have used my Xyron machine, so it's very, very sticky as Xyron machine. So once it goes down, there's no room for movement. So you've got to try and get that right at the first time. I think I'm going to have it this way. I'm going to have it sideways. I've got myself a little hello. Right, depends how old you are.
I heard Adele then.
You said I did Adele, and the only reason I've been doing Adele is because Sing 2 is what my grandson and granddaughter watch religiously, and there's a little clip in there where there's this animal, and she's just like this, hello. Just says it like that. Every time I hear it, I just think of it. So yeah, when I saw it, it just triggers something in it inside you. Let's have a foam pad, Becky. Let's have a foam pad. Let's have a little look. Foam pads.
A few messages here. Debbie said, I've just received my first electric Gemini, well excited to get started. Suzette says, I've got 5 of the Gemini machines, just missing the Pro. Jules said, hi everyone, hope you're good today. Staying in and making Christmas cards to sell to help raise funds for my local air ambulance charity.
Aww.
I can't stand this heat, too much for me. My husband is building decoupage for me from the 2 pads from CC. He's a star. Perhaps doing some kind of Christmassy cards might make you feel a little bit cooler.
Yes.
Maybe that's the way to go.
It could well be, yes. Yes, absolutely. It's the mind over matter bit, isn't it? Where you try and kid your mind. Have I got that on straight? Just bear with me a minute, Becky.
I used to work for an ice cream company, and we'd have people coming in the winter, and they were like, oh no, we're not having ice cream. And I said, oh no, it's good, you should have ice cream now. Your body temperature drops a little bit and you go outside and you feel warmer. I made it up, but I still sold ice cream. I mean, I just think ice cream's good at any time of the day, but yeah, it seemed to work.
Do you know that they always tell you, like, because when I'm warm, you saw how hot I was when I come in this morning, having one of those mornings, honestly, and honestly, my Nana used to say to me, if you drink a hot drink, it'll cool you down. I've never found it worked for me, Becky, have you? I just think it was an old wife's tale or an excuse to have a cuppa. I think that's what it were. Because it's never worked for me. And I had this debate. I went to Evesham this weekend. I've lost track of my days as well as everything else, my marbles, the lot. I went to Evesham to do a demonstration in between my hobby maker shows that I've been down in Redditch. Went to go and see some lovely, lovely ladies. I'm going to give a shout out to a few of them because they were so lovely and stayed with me but most of the day. There were a couple of ladies who watched the show but didn't know a demonstration was going off, Hetty and Karen. Oh, okay. And I said to them, I'm going to give them a shout out because they said that they watch the shows but they don't comment. And I said to them, you've got to comment. Yes. So if you're watching Hetty and Karen, you need to make sure you comment and let us know that you're watching because she said she watches the shows all the time, which I thought were really sweet. But they hadn't realised there was a demonstration going off. It's just typical, isn't it? Just typical. But yes, there were some lovely, lovely ladies there and we had a right old laugh and we just really enjoyed the day. And now I've lost my train of thought in what I was saying. I was saying about drinking hot drinks. Drinking hot drinks, we had this debate with them. So and I said to them, is it true? I mean, some of them agreed with me, with my Nana, others agreed with me and said, not really, because I can't, it doesn't work for me, genuinely doesn't work for me at all. Right, let me take this off because I think I might use this one because I quite like this flower. What did I do with my... I really like the fact that you're using cream because we always go for white, don't we? I always, yeah. I sometimes forget cream looks really nice and effective, doesn't it? I think I'm going to use that one there because I quite like that. Now, I would normally use my hot glue gun for this only because it adheres pretty quickly. And it doesn't take time to dry, but I'm going to just use my chunky glue for this one. Let's pop that onto there. So, talking about chunky glue, so we were talking about this, I must have been on Thursday, and how you call it chunky glue, and now if you Google chunky glue, immediately our 3D glue comes up. So you've been a trendsetter. A trendsetter. But you're absolutely, it is chunky, isn't it? It is, it's very chunky. No, it's got that lovely gloop to it. Can you see it? And it is decoupage glue, so it's perfect for your decoupage and things like that. But for me, I've always called it that because I differentiate between glues. I mean, I'm going to do a glue school and I'm going to talk about them properly. But I call that the wet glue and it's a wiggle glue, and I call this the chunky glue because it's got thick consistency. Honestly, I've got nicknames for all the glues. Don't ask why, but it's just what I do. But yeah, I think I'll add a couple more on there because I'm going to go full pelt with this one. But this is the beauty of these. These beautiful florals really are absolutely stunning. And Debbie, step away from the florals now, girl, because you'll end up having a top-heavy card. But there you go. Now, when I'm going to let that dry, so I'm just going to hold it up there for our lovely Charlotte. But these really are a beautiful, beautiful collection. I can't wait to see, like I said, what Sharon's going to be doing later on tonight with these, because they're absolutely incredible. And you've got that realistic feel to them. And if you were making things like home decor projects, like do you know, like your rings that you can buy? Do you know the polystyrene rings that you can wrap with ribbon?
Like
or you can buy the metal ones. You could make yourself your own wreath. But of course, you can take it into your card making. Now, of course, there's a lot of depth to these because they are realistic. So if you were popping that in at the post, I'd pop that into a box. Or maybe and gift this, or if you're selling to make, then pop that on your stores, and I can pretty sure that people are going to go, wow, how have you done that? And it honestly, absolutely beautiful.
And you made it look so easy. That's stunning, absolutely stunning. So this is the Garden Florals collection. So these are the bits and pieces you'll be getting in this collection. You've got this fabulous embossing plate here, and then you've got, this is the die that we used, Debbie just used, this rectangular one, but we also have the oval one with those flowers or those roses on there. And then these are the different flowers, and obviously they need a little bit of, what did you say? What was the word you used? Teasing. They need a bit of teasing.
Tickle and tease.
Tickling and teasing, because they've sort of flattened out where we've stored them. But you can see this is the actual die that Debbie used earlier on, and how quick it was to make those beautiful flowers. All those different dies that you've got in there, and you can, of course, use them with the paper that comes with them, but you can use flower forming foam if you've run out, or you've used any kind of other paper. Would they work with vellum as well? If you wanted to use vellum, sure they would if you wanted to put them through some sheets of the vellum that you've got. But you do get these fabulous papers here, and they've all got these kind of gradients in them, so they're going to make your flowers look really realistic. Kind of an ombre effect that you get with them. This one's great for the lilies with those little speckles on them to make them look super realistic. Lovely lilacs in here as well, as lots of greens for all those foliage that you're going to be using. So wonderful price. The platinum price is £52.79 or $67.99. Really well worth having, and I think they look absolutely stunning. We're going to get started on the game. I'm just going to warn you, I like to win.
Oh no, and I lost last week.
But I'm terrible at anagrams, so you're probably going to win yourself. So I do really like to win. I get quite upset when I don't win things. I'm like a child. But I'm going to go and grab my board and we'll get started. Exciting.
And we don't have the music anymore. What happened to the music, Charlotte? What happened to the do-do-do-do-do? It's just disappeared. I found out last week because I was here last Saturday, and I was like, where's the music? It's not
we
quite
need a bit of music,
anymore.
don't we?
We've taken away a little bit of the
pizzazz.
Pizzazz. Yes. So do-do-do-do-do. We'll do it. We'll do our own sound effects. Oh. I love
so today it's different anagrams that we've got to work on. So if you're a big fan of Countdown, you're going to find this really easy. But I like anagrams, but I'm very bad at them. So I'm interested to see how badly I do. So I am team Facebook, and you are team YouTube. YouTube. Fabulous, very exciting. Lots of people messaging in saying how much they're liking everything. So hopefully loads of people are going to be playing along with us. Let's go for it.
Oh, wait a minute. Can I just ask a question before we start? Is this craft related? What?
Oh,
items from today's show.
Wow.
What, as in now or across the board? Today. What on earth? Now, it says 4 in brackets. What does that mean, Charlotte?
4 words.
Oh, come on. Come on. How on earth am I meant to work that out?
I'm hoping you're not...
I want 4 words.
I'm hoping you're not starting with the hardest one, or the easiest one first.
Please tell me this is hard, the hardest one,
oh,
Charlotte. 4 words. Wait till I see that, Nicola. Nicola, if you're watching, Nicola, wait till I see you. We need it a bit easier. This is a Saturday morning. You and Nicola, can I just tell you, you've absolutely no idea what went off before me to get up here. You've absolutely no idea the pain that I went through to get here today. Honestly. And now they gave me a get.
Do we want a hint?
Charlotte,
Yep.
Charlotte, give us a clue because both of us.
We do want a hint. Oh.
What? What on earth? Mini or midi? Well, it's a... Can I write this word down so I can try and do... Because this is how I have to work with... I'm a bit like the countdown. I can't do it on this... I have to write it down. Oh, my God. Look at... How many words are in this one? So, if I think what I think it might be...
Oh, this is really difficult.
Right. Right, okay, hang on a minute.
Please let the next one be easier.
Please tell me other people are actually... Can we have a few more minutes? Just so I can do this, so...
I'm hoping everyone at home is playing along, and I hope you're better at this than we are.
That one, and that one, and that one, and that one. So, right, I've got that.
I can't think what that would be.
No, because I'm looking and I don't think there's enough words for what I thought it was. So, let me just wipe this down.
Oh. Oh, okay.
So there would be the word. Becky, it's not working. The word. So I've rubbed my words out. What I've got up to now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I've got my Gemini machine. I can see Gemini machine in there, mini or midi. I don't think it's this. What the? Oh, I'm giving up. I'm so sorry, but I feel like I'm...
I don't know if I'm getting this right.
I'm just going to go...
Should we
right,
go?
Hang on a minute. So if you're saying what I think it is, and I've probably got this completely wrong, because I think there's far too many words in this.
I think I've got too many letters.
Well... I'm going to, because I think I've gone way, because I've got 4 words. A manual die cutting machine, is that what you put?
I put a manual Gemini cutting machine.
Well, I saw Gemini in there.
Manual die cutting machine, well done! Oh dear, I'm not going to win on this.
Can I just tell you that we're fluent, Becky? I've lost my wiping thing, hang on a minute.
You were lulling me into a false sense of security by saying, I can't do this.
Because in my head I was doing Gemini, and I got my Gemini, and I got my machine, and then I was like, what the heck's that word left over? Let me find another piece of... oh my God, please tell me, Charlotte, again, it's getting easier, because that is way too taxing for me.
It can't get any more difficult, but then maybe I'm tempting fate by saying that. Hopefully lots of you got that correct. Because I didn't. Oh yeah, we got a few people getting it correct, which is fantastic. Carol, Diane, Corey, Corey Pup. That's quite a cool name. Corey Pup.
Oh, what?
Corey Pup.
Corey Pup?
Yeah, Pup.
As in Coronation Street, Corey?
Possibly. Pup, as in dog.
Pup?
Coronation Street Pup.
Hang on a minute, let me take this out. Corey?
Corey Pup.
Oh, Corey Pup. Sorry, I thought you said something completely different. Is that a name?
I don't know.
Could be, yeah. We need you know what I love? I was saying this to Love Jenny the other day because when I said to her, I love the names on Facebook, YouTube, because Facebook it's our own names normally, isn't it? But on YouTube, the most amazing names. They chuckle me. They absolutely chuckle me. But it's lovely because they're a little community on do you like Facebook or and YouTube? And it's not this one against the other, because someone was telling me that they watch a bit of both. It depends where they are. We have one who walks his dog, lovely Stephen. He outwalks his dog everywhere, and he watches us while he's walking doggy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Honestly, there's some. Honestly, but I love the names that they come up with on not Instagram, onto YouTube. Yep. My YouTube, I'm going to call it. One up.
Well done, well done. Right, next one. Oh, God, they're not different. And are those two words? Are they, they're not, they're just two words.
Oh, no, you see, this, I'm going to put in a complaint. Because when you're doing an anagram, it should be the word that you can mix with. Give us a clue.
I think we are going to have a hint for this one. Oh.
Slices in a straight line. I'm going to write this down again, just bear with me, because I have to do me. Right, so da. Oh my God, I can't spell. Hang on a minute. Oh God, this is not looking right. I can't spell. Because I can't spell. The letters are there, but I can't do it.
I can't.
Oh, that don't look right. I perhaps should have done this how I did this.
I mean, I've only got
right.
one word.
So I think I've got.
I'm just not getting it.
I can't spell.
Dear.
I think I've got this right. I think I might have got it wrong actually. Can we say it then? So producer Jamie says we can say it.
Yeah.
Don't judge me on my spelling, will you?
Right.
I don't know right in English.
I've got guillotine.
I've got large guillotine.
Large guillotine. I didn't think of large. I was thinking guillotine machine, guillotine cutter. Ugh. I'm not going to do well on this. I'm going to be.
Don't look.
Do you know my family won't talk to me when I get home? They'll be like, "My goodness, you were terrible at that show." Loads of people got that ready.
Did they really?
Yeah, Betty, Rachel, Diane, Thea, Charlotte, Teresa. Yeah, loads and loads of people. Well done, Debbie. You're doing so well. You have to slip on something and drink
I need
later.
a strong cup of coffee after this. Oh, good God. Oh, God. Right, I'm going to have to write it down again. So. And this is everything that's on, as in the show. Becky, I can't remember what's on show.
Right, okay.
And it's 3 words and not necessarily.
Thanks.
Have we got a hint then?
I think we need a hint, definitely.
A what? What on earth, Becky?
A multifunctional core tool. At Gilt Mustang. 3 words.
A multifunctional core tool. Do you know I haven't even got my list with me today to try and give myself a little helping hand?
First letter of the first word. G.
Becky. So can I just ask this, Charlotte? Just not that I'm trying to get any cheats, but I think both me and Becky need a bit of an helping hand here.
Yeah.
Do you know the first word? Is it 3 letters? Is it like a 3 or 4 or? What?
Oh.
What? If it fell off the table, it'd smash. A multifunctional core tool. Well, yes. I think I've right. I've got to do this again.
I've got this one. You're right. It definitely helps writing the actual words.
Yeah,
up the top,
then
you can
when
just
I'm watching Countdown.
rub them out. Yeah.
But do you know what I have to do? I have to give myself some extra time and half a set. So pause it. Oh, wait. I just need to check it works. Just bear with me. Yay! It does. Yeah. Oh my God. Glass cutting mat.
Glass cutting mat.
Look at my scribbles out at top. I mean, come on. It should be easy, this game, not hard. Right. Oh my days.
Well done, everyone.
Which one
got that right.
This one now? Which one's this one? So, and one for our Becky, because you got that, Becky. Well done, Becky.
Finally.
Oh, good God. Right, attacks. Dr. Frock. And it's 2 words. Can we please have a hint?
The hint is 280 GSM.
Oh God, trying to think of what cardstock. That's 280 now. Hang on a minute. 2 words. God, you can almost hear my brain going into overdrive.
Okay.
Right, what am I left with? What am I left with? That one, the R, that one. What else am I left with? Frat. So that one's there. What am I left with?
I'm hoping everyone else is much quicker than we are.
Oh my God, I've got some left. I have got some left. I can only get me cardstock, but then I'm lost with my words that I've got left. Charlotte, can we have one more hint? The start of the first word, please. With an A, a K. Thank you. Thank you. I hope this is right now. I look a bit stupid. Honest to God, you'll see my scribblings again. I've got craft cardstock.
I got craft. I did write cardstock.
Did you
but
write?
I rubbed out the stock at the end.
Did you what?
I rubbed out stock at the end.
No, stock's there. Put that down quick. Shh. Stock's there, quick.
Yeah, stock.
Quick.
Look, they are.
There you go, Becky. Yay! Woo-hoo!
Well done. Loads of people. Kirsty, Stacey, Cara, Linda, Teresa, Rachel, Janet, Lorraine, you all got it right. Well done. I'm amazed.
One more?
I'd like to know how many people get it right without any hints. You know, that'd be quite interesting.
That would be interesting
We
to
definitely
know,
need
yes.
hints, don't we?
Yes. Thank God we've got hints. Thank you very much, Charlotte. It's almost a wait till I see Nicola. I'm here Monday. I'm going to be having words. Oh, good God.
Cellulose lollipop plague.
Write it down though, Becky. It does help, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It does help because you can cross off lollipop, plague.
Or lollop. Lollop.
Lollop? Right, so can we have a hint, please, Charlotte?
Transparent and fast drying.
What? Transparent and fast. Transparent and fast dry. Could we have like an extra little clue, as in like the first word of the word? C.
First word is C.
C. Does that help you, Becky? Because it hasn't helped me. Fast drying. What dries fast? Transparent. Oh, it's all glues. So that must be a last word. So let's take off. Look at me, Becky. Right, so that's that word. So then fast drying. Fast drying. That's what's throwing me, the fast drying bit, in terms of a glue. Well, yeah, there's loads, but I can never spell. This is the thing. I can never spell one of them. And I think it is this spelling. Oh God, wait a minute, I've run out of that one. Wow. Right.
Oh.
Oh! Right, let me see if it works, let me see if it works. Please tell me other people are getting this.
Yeah.
This is hard.
Oh, we've got loads of people with it. Yeah.
I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, I think it is Kalau, please excuse me spelling, all-purpose glue. Have you got that, Becky?
That's what I've got, yeah.
It's got to be right, it's got to be right, it's got to be right.
Way! Woo-hoo!
Oh my God. And we've got another round, Becky.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Please let the next round be much, much quicker. much easier, because that was a challenge. I'll tell you, I'm not going to win this. Well done, everybody who's had a go, and have a little bit of a break. We've got some new adverts for you to see. Grab yourself a cup of tea, and we'll see you back in a few moments. Oh, we've got Craig on this one. Oh, fantastic. See you in a moment.
My name's Craig Laird. I work at Crafters Companion. I am a craft expert where I get to play with lots of crafty goodies from Crafters Companion, and hopefully we're here to inspire you with lots of crafty things that you can do. So my crafting journey, that started many years ago, actually just over 20 years ago. I actually came across crafting on UK Shopping TV. I was unwell at the time, and I was just channel surfing, just having a look to see what was on TV, and then I came across who has now become my friend, Debby, and I thought, oh, quite like that bit of crafting that she's doing. I purchased some crafty goodies, and before you know it, here I am, all these years later, doing what I'm doing with Crafters Companion. So believe it or not, none of my family or friends are actually very creative. So the creative side in me has actually just progressed naturally. As I have progressed, I've become really good friends with many craft experts out there in the industry, and they're the ones that inspire me. Then coming to Crafters Companion, Crafters TV, and interacting with all the crafters at home, seeing what they make. I am a huge advocate for social media, because you get to see lots of things that everyone makes at home, and that does inspire me as well. Many years ago, before I started here at Crafters Companion, believe it or not, I didn't have a lot of confidence. I didn't go out a lot, I didn't do much. Now, with Crafters Companion and Crafters TV, it's given me so much confidence, self-belief. My biggest crafting success, I'm going to have to pick two. One of them is appearing on HSN America. I was really lucky a couple of years ago to actually go to Florida with Sarah to see how it all works behind the scenes. An incredible juggernaut that the Shopping TV is at HSN. That for me is an incredible proud moment. I will never ever forget when all of you incredible crafters at home voted enough for me to be in the running of the 2021 Male Craft Personality of the Year. Was such a humbling feeling. I was so proud. I was so grateful. Our Crafters TV audience are absolutely incredible. For me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers, and the support that I get. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise, but if you just want that interaction, you just want to have that chat away about anything random in life, onto social media, onto Crafters TV, you know that you're going to get that support, you're going to get that understanding when it comes to the crafters at home.
Hello, welcome back. Lots of you loving that. We couldn't quite hear what was going on when Craig talking, but it was nice to see Craig, because I haven't seen him for weeks, if not months.
I know.
Because I've been away, and obviously he's been away. Looking forward to him coming back, as I'm sure everybody else is. And so on the show, we've also got some fantastic deals on cardstock. So the first one we've got is your matte black cardstock. It's a 2-pack here, so you're going to get 80 sheets in total. Your platinum price is £12 or $16.80, so it's saving 25%. Definitely worth doing, because I really love that black cardstock you use with the cream. I think that looked really super elegant. So that is your first deal that we've got here. Next one is, if you were watching earlier on, craft cardstock. So this was one of the items that it took us quite a long time to get in Play Your Crafts, right? And so again, you've got a 2-pack here with 100 sheets. Platinum price is £11.98 or $17.98. So wonderful. I do like using a bit of craft cardstock. I particularly like it at Christmas time. Your next one is your Nina card. So this is the very sort of super smooth card, which is really good for sort of colouring, isn't it? Really good for using with your Spectrum Noir pens. So you're getting a 3-pack here. In total, it's 48 sheets. So your price is £11 or $17. Platinum price is £8.80 or $13.60. So really well worth popping into your basket today. And do remember, we do have that deal. So if you spend £50, you'll be able to use the code AUG10 and get £10 off, and then that goes up to £100, you get £20 off, 150, you'll get £30 off. So there's going to be applicable to all those things that you pop into your basket today. Your next one is your watercolour card, which we've got here. Again, all white. You've got three packs here, saving 35% on this, 45 sheets in total. Platinum price is £7.60 or $10.80. So again, a really super good deal. And this is great to build up all your stash when you've got lots of crafting coming along and you want to make sure you've got all the papers and cards that you could possibly need. And then you've got the heavyweight acetate. And I found a packet of this in my drawer in the green room, and I was really quite excited because I wanted some. And it was almost somebody had reached into my mind and said, "Oh, was that from you, Debbie?"
Because I got given loads of acetate, and I said, "I'm going to distribute it with everybody." So I put it all in your drawers.
Thank you.
I like the secret fairy that went in and just. So if you did wonder where they all came from, it was me.
Well, Joe actually said to me, "I've left you a gift in your drawer," and then I messaged him. I said, "Is it the foamy stuff we have that's not straight?" I'm not going to say what it is, and some acetate. And he was like, "No, there's a little pot of anchovy paste," which was in the green room. But I was really delighted with this.
I left you some circular.
Yes, you did.
Circular foam.
You did.
Circular foam.
Circular foam. Yeah.
Yeah, and some acetate.
Thank you, Debbie.
You're very welcome.
You're like Father Christmas in craft. So you get 3 packs with this. This is 75 sheets. This is your heavyweight A5 acetate. Platinum price is £16.30 or $20.30. Again, really good. Great for making your shaker cards. I think that was what I was watching. I was watching something making shaker cards, and I was like, "Oh, I need some acetate." I don't have any at home, so I'm delighted about that. I'll be popping that in my bag to take home so I can do a bit of crafting later. The next thing we've got is the Sharon Callis butterflies. So just move that out of the way. So these are butterflies and blooms. You can see the little packs here of the items that you can be getting here. So these are, I mean, they're just a steal, aren't they? This is so 75% saving here. Platinum price is £5.19 or $6.78. Now, if I show you what they look like on these boards, they are just stunning. Look how beautiful that is. You've got those beautiful stamps there to create those really lovely designs. Then you've got all the dies in there as well, so you can see you can do all your mats and layers on there too. And then this beautiful one with this really sort of elegant, almost like a trail of flowers that you've got coming from the butterfly. And Debbie's going to be using these for your next demo. Which one are you going to use?
Use this one.
This one. Fantastic.
I love this. I love everything that Sharon's ever brought to us. Genuinely, and on heart, love every single thing that she's brought to us. And this particular, because I love butterflies. So I am going to use these. Now, I've already done a little bit of pre-cutting, so I've got these pushed to one side for the time being, and I've just been trying to sort out all my panels because I've been literally throwing things into bags last few days, so you have to excuse me. But the lovely thing about these dies is that they come separately, so it enables you to create pieces. And I say butterfly pieces that will literally lend themselves to build up on top of each other. So you've got an outside mat, and then you've got this beautiful decorative piece, which again, that cuts out a solid piece, but equally this one does too. So if I just pop that in, I'm gonna use these two first, because I've already done my mat part in a piece of coloured cardstock, but I'll show you that in a second. Where's my low-tack tape? On there it is. Let's just bring in a bit of low-tack tape. And I'm going to hold that into place, and I'll show you what this creates when you put them both in. Honestly, this die set is just, it's got the lovely flowers in there, as well as that beautiful nature again with the butterfly. And again, Lots of those flower dyes will work beautifully with this collection, but it's just absolutely fabulous. And again, I can't wait to see what Sharon's got planned later on tonight, because I'm pretty sure she'll have some little tricks up her sleeve as well, and some amazing demos. But yeah, absolutely glorious, beautiful, beautiful collection. And look at the price. Right, so I went to a well-known coffee shop, can't mention it, and I had an iced coffee, and it cost me more than that purple box price.
Wow.
£5.19, because I even said to her, have you made a mistake, has it gone up? And she went, yeah, we've had to put prices up. I was like, for a cup of coffee that went down my neck in about 5 minutes, if that, and look what you've got that's going to last you forever. Even if you're going to that price there, £6.49 or $8.47. Literally, without your club membership, absolutely amazing. But it's a steal, this one. It's almost like we're giving this away. In fact, this might not even be around later on for Sharon later tonight, because it is an absolute belter of a deal. It really, truly is. And what can you get for those prices these days, Becky? Next to nothing.
Not a nice coffee.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. I'm telling you, I'm going to invest in a coffee machine. I bought my daughter one, my youngest daughter one, for her birthday. I think I might have to buy myself one. Save myself a little bit of money.
Quite a few years ago, I wanted to open a coffee shop, and I asked to borrow the money from my father-in-law, and he told me, there's no money in coffee. How wrong was he? How wrong was he? I think it's one of those things that we all do. And I blame Friends, because actually before Friends came to the TV, you didn't really go out for coffee. You might go out for a sandwich and a cup of tea, but you didn't really do coffee. And now, that's what we do, don't we?
Oh, absolutely. See, I've drunk coffee all my life, so yes, I would have. But I know what you mean in terms of, it's just ridiculous, isn't it now? What? Honestly, ridiculous. Absolutely crazy. And there's so many of them as well, because there's different variants. I don't know about yourself, Becky, where you live, but where I live, there are so many different coffee shops, it's untrue. Literally, honestly, popping up everywhere. Even in my own little town, and I say town, I live in a village where I am, and we've got about, I'm going to say, I bet there's about 4 or 5 where I live, literally.
And they're all busy?
All busy all the time. When you go into Barnsley with all the various different ones as well, because we're having a little bit of a, I'm going to say refurbishment, is that the right word?
Gentrification.
Yeah, and it literally is, because we've had so many, honestly, some amazing things pop up, but the coffee shops, they've been multiplying, absolutely.
And what's your favourite coffee? Would you always have a coffee when you craft?
I always have a coffee when I craft. It's a frothy coffee, and I like a caramel, I like the caramel or toffee latte, the warm one, but I also like the cold ones as well. And I never thought I'd like a cold one, and I were always a bit, because my youngest daughter and my eldest daughter, they have the cold coffee, so they have like an iced caramel latte and things like that, and I were like, can't drink coffee cold, it's horrible, until I had one. And it was only last year that I decided to have one, because we were in a park and it was really hot, and it was the only coffee available, and I thought, I've got to give in. We're the best thing I'd ever had. I was like, and I'd been such a snob about it. And now I've probably drunken my body worth weight in the amount of iced coffees I've had. And every time I go to my daughter's, now I've bought her this machine. I have saved her a fortune, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
But
and they're really good, these coffee machines.
They're really good, absolutely. Now, you can see straight away with this die cut, all that beautiful detail, equally using that on its own looks gorgeous. Snippability factor, cut into another colour and maybe layer up the colour, simply add your colouring inks, maybe alcohol pens, a little gem or two inside each one of those flowers would look beautiful. The butterfly itself has got this lovely liftable wing, and the top two, which I just think gives it flight, gives it an extra little bit of definition as well. And of course I've even got this, so I could take that into a different colour, I could pop that back in and pop that back in, and you've got a really lovely full piece there. So that's all that part, and then I've already pre-cut the largest of the frame. I've pre-cut that in this red colour, and the reason I've chosen red is because of the papers that I've chosen to go for my card. But we're going to stick all of these pieces into each other. So I'm going to go in with, I'll use that one. Now I'm going to use my dotty tape pen for this. There is a lot of filigree design to this part, so I'm going to just take my time with this going around, because I don't want to distort the paper or the card or the die cut. So I'm just bringing this down to myself and pulling the glue towards myself. Now again, later on we've got glue school, we've got all sorts of glues on there. We'll talk about all the differences between tapes, tape pens, wet glues. I'm still debating over the fast drying element of this glue that was in that question, because that's what threw me, Becky. All-purpose glue is not fast drying.
Right.
So that's what threw me a tad. I call it the wet glue, the wiggle glue, the bit that gives me extra time to get it into place. Fast drying, I would say, would be our tacky glue, because it takes hold and it's quite quick in drying. Hot glue, immensely quick at drying. All-purpose, not so. We're talking about 3 or so minutes before it does. So yes, I'm going to have words with Nicola. I'm going to have some words with her on Monday morning. When I see her, I'm back up here again, because I've got a fantastic launch. In fact,
do you?
Yes, I'll give you a little clue, because I'm going to be doing a Facebook Live from my home tomorrow.
For your home studio?
From my home studio in Barnsley. It's going to be, I'm scared to death, I'm not going to lie. I was messaging Craig, I'm asking him for loads and loads of little hints and tips, because I'm like, I don't want to do it. But we've got a new launch, and I'm going to give you a preview, and I'm going to make something with our Halloween box. So if you want to tune in, you need to head over to my page, Debbie Robinson Crafters Companion. I thought I was doing really well, Becky, because I managed to string words together. Debbie Robinson, and it's Debbie with a Y, not Debbie IE, that's Miss Fisher. Debbie with a Y, Crafters Companion, or Debbie Robinson, Crafters Companion, and it'll be on my page where I'll be going live from. I'm not as technical as Craig. You're going to have to excuse me. I haven't got those switchy things that he does, and he goes switch, 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 and it goes like, choo, or overhead. We are doing it all manually.
Okay.
So, but it'll be worth tuning in. Come and join me for a little
that's quite exciting.
Yeah, that'll be a bit of fun. Now, the dye that I used, the outside dye, what I used for this was I used the paper, the matching paper, because I wanted it to sit back in there. So I used the full solid one to create this beautiful piece that sits back in, which I know looks a little bit busy at the minute, but when I add the white to it, it really does make it lift a little bit. I actually have got one with my little gems. You know me and my gems, Becky.
Oh, yes.
I love gems. And I'm going to pop that back on there, onto the top of there. However, first things first, let me bring all my little layers. You can see that I've been having a little old play. I love playing with paper, with cardstock. I love pattern paper. I have a little, we were again joking with all the lovely ladies that were there, and gentlemen, 2 gentlemen that were there as well, about papers. You buy one to use, you buy one to stroke, you buy one to sniff. And it's true, but they all said the same, they all said the same. So I'm glad I was with like-minded people, Becky, is what I'm going to say.
Because sometimes when you say about stroking, because I always think that about fabric, I like to give fabric a bit of a stroke, it's quite important for me. And there are pieces of fabric I'm never going to use, but I like to stroke. And I feel the same about paper as well.
Yes.
You know, and I can totally understand. We've got one of our viewers who has so many of those paper pads, don't we? With all, and I am so envious. I look at the picture of the craft room with all those paper pads, and I'm so jealous. But I wouldn't want to use them because some of them are so beautiful.
They are.
And they're silly because obviously you've got to use them. You need to use them. You need to share how beautiful they are with other people.
You need to share the beauty.
I feel quite selfish, and I think, no, I'm going to keep all these for myself. I'm just going to sit there stroking my paper pads.
I've done, and it's very true though, and I know what I'm like, and I'll think, no, I'm not going to use that one. I'll save that one because it's too beautiful to use. And then you end up with like multiples of them. So for me, I stop myself now, and I do use them. I use them a lot more. This being one of them, I absolutely adored this one. It's one of my paper pads that I had. I've been trying to use some of my older collections, Becky, because I'm so used to using the new, the latest, that I've decided I'm going to start bringing in some older of my papers into my demonstrations. Anyway, let's go back to the card fold. So this is a 6x, and I say 6x6, just shy of 6x6. Anyone who knows me knows I love to make cards frugally. So with an A4 piece of cardstock, it's the half fold and then half fold again, and it creates that fold back. However, I'm going to turn it because I do like the idea of a reversed easel with these, and this makes a really nice quick reversed easel card. So I've got my mats and layers all sorted. Let's pop that on there. Oh, I hope no one asks me about that paper pad because I'm absolutely shockingly bad at remembering names of them. If you'd seen me
I'm
on
sure
Thursday
somebody's watching that will go, I know exactly what paper pad that's
Oh
from.
gosh, honestly, it's one of those, and not the quintessential, I can't even say that word.
Quintessential?
Yeah, that one. English pad, could be that one.
Yeah.
I'm going to promise
Do you know, it'll come
myself.
to you just as you're dropping off to sleep tonight.
Do you know, it probably will. I've had
One of
that
those
happen to me
things.
many a time.
Lots of people saying how beautiful this is. Christine says, I love that butterfly die. Can't wait to see what Debbie does with it. Robbie, wow, what a crazy price for this set. Absolutely, it's madness. A total steal. Lynn says, I'm excited for your live, Debbie. Looking forward to seeing you in your craft room. I'd have to massively tidy up if I was going to do mine. Because it's pandemonium in mine. Lots of people say they're looking forward to seeing you on your Facebook Live. So yeah, head over to Debbie's Facebook page.
Yes.
So you can see that on Monday, did you say?
Tomorrow.
Sunday,
yes. I'm going to spend a little bit, because I haven't seen my grandkids for a few days, so I'm going to go and spend a bit of time with my grandkids. But yes, tomorrow from 8:15, after the Second Chance Sunday, giving you all time to go and grab a cuppa or a coffee or whatever it is that you like, your tipple, and giving you enough time to go and get yourself reset. And then I'm going to craft for a couple of hours before I come up here on Monday. So, this is my easel card. I don't know if you can see, I've just popped myself a little raised stopper. I'll give it its proper name. Okay. Oh yeah, I know, producer Jamie, yeah, flopper stopper. I was calling it over there because I'm going to get myself into so much trouble if I'm not careful. Yes, a flopper stopper is what I call it, because it stops the card from flopping over. So that's why I called it a little flopper stopper. Yeah, it's a technical term. I've chosen without change there would be no butterflies, because absolutely that is such a great sentiment. And then I'm going to stick my panel, and I'm only going to stick it on half because the tail end is going to be what props it up and acts as the easel. So I'm just going to literally give myself a little bit of a visual. Turn it over that way, Debbie, then you know where you are. For glue, yeah, we'll pop that on. Now, I am going to use all purpose. Gives me that, again, that wiggle time to get it into place where I want it. And it will need to dry, so it's like I said, it's not as fast drying as probably our lovely Nicola thinks it is.
And you don't want to put too much of it on there, do you?
No.
You get a bit of a wrinkle if that's the case.
No, we're going to stick that down, and then that will act as the little easel topper. But I just want to zhuzh it up a little bit more, and Sharon's got some amazing flowers and florals in this collection throughout the show, throughout the day, especially the show later on. She's going to be going through lots of different styles of flowers that we've got. So I've just used some of her lovely quilling flowers because I'm going to do a little bit of decoration and some of her foliage in the terms of just decorating this up. So let me get my 3D Collal glue. I'm going to put quite a bit down. I'm not being precise because I'm going to put quite a few flowers down and some of the foliage.
If you're making a card at home, do you have like a go-to colour or go-to design of a card that you tend to stick with?
At the minute, you see, you have to try and steer yourself away from sticking to, especially favourite folds and things like that, Becky, because it can get into like where you're doing them all the time. But no, I haven't got a favourite. Well, no, I tell a lie. I probably have actually, because I love fancy folds.
Right.
And I love trying different fancy folds as well. So, colour-wise, I'm quite liberal with my colour. I love trying different colours, pinks, reds, purples, yellows, greens. Took myself out of my comfort zone with some certain colours that I have. But yeah, no, not really. Do you do that with fabrics and styles and things like that?
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately or fortunately, the majority of my fabrics are blue. So the fabrics that I work with tend to have a lot of indigo with them. So I tend to I'm always using blue. So therefore, if I'm making anything for myself, I tend to go for something really, really bright because I'm used to using sort of dark sort of navies. But yeah, I think you go, and I tend to go for the same top over and over again if I'm making something. So you get into a bit of a rut, don't you?
Yes.
That is stunning.
Yeah. And there you go. That's your beautiful butterfly, acting that tail going down towards the flopper stopper, and a lovely decoration there with some of those beautiful paper flowers from Sharon's collections. And again, you can see the lovely. I've just lifted and I added an extra layer of the red underneath to give it a little bit of definition and how it all works together beautifully. Looks absolutely gorgeous. gorgeous. And of course, let those dry, because obviously they're still wet, so I'm going to try and lay that down flat somewhere to dry off. But absolutely beautiful collection at a crazy, look at that price. Absolutely. That is absolutely the steal of the day. It really is. 2 beautiful die sets there, absolutely gorgeous. You'll love these. You're going to love the shows later on with Sharon, because she's such an inspirational woman, and she's just so good at what she does, because she is a crafter. At the end of the day, she's a crafter, and she thinks like a crafter, but she's surrounded by nature and beauty, which is why I think she gets all these fantastic ideas and why she brings them to us. And I can't wait to see the show later tonight, because I think it'll be a really good show.
Fabulous. So to show you again, these are the butterfly stamps that you'll get in here. So you've got your sentiments in there as well as your other sort of butterfly stamps. And then you've also got all those different dies. So you've got all those dies for your mats and layers and for those individual butterflies. And then you have, this was the one that Debbie's just shown you, with that really sort of pretty sort of trailing, almost like a trellis that you've got flowing down. So platinum price is £5.90 or $6.78. So definitely worth doing. We're going to go to the next round of the game. I'm still probably going to do just as badly as I did earlier on, because Debbie, you're a demon when it comes to games. You're so much better. You lulled me into a full sense of security. I'm never going to forgive you for that.
No, there's still the round 2 to go, because I can't believe how hard she's made these games. It really is, honestly. It's a lot harder than what I thought it was going to be.
This.
I thought the anagrams, I'm thinking, oh God. But usually anagram games is like set into the words, so it's sometimes that little bit easier. And for somebody, I just think she needs to... I can't wait to see it, is all I'm going to say. I'm going to be having words. I am going to be having words. I forgot what I've done with my board. Can you give me a second?
It's just there.
Where?
Oh!
I shall get some new I'll get some new glasses. Right, come on then, let's be having it.
Let's get
started.
Round 2. Next round. Lady reanimated, and it's 4 letters.
Lady, you see, this is why it's hard and why it's taking us so long to get through this game, because 4 words. Clue, please.
I love the way Charlotte says a clue in a questioning kind of voice. Absolutely.
No, absolutely. Every single time. We need a clue every time.
Craig's invention.
I think I know this. But I just need to make sure the words work. So, yep. So it's just 1. Wait a minute. So, yep. Yeah. I'm okay.
Right.
With this one.
Yeah, I think I've got this one.
Although there's technically one missing off there. Let's just put that on there. Yeah. I think I'm okay with this one.
Right.
Do you feel okay with this one?
I think I've got this one right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I've got matte and
Laird
Laird die. Yay!
Yay! Woo-hoo! Technically that should be a plural. Matte and Laird dies, but there were no S in there.
No.
So I realised afterwards, but yeah, that was a night. I feel a little bit better. That was a little bit easier. We might let her off with that one. We might let her off. Whew. Cabaret. Oh dear Lord. What on earth?
So the hint is 15 dies to create 7 different designs.
That's on the show today? What? 15 dies to create... I'm just thinking it's got to be a Sharon Callis one. 15 dies to create 7. What on earth have we got on the show? Just create...
I don't know what it can be.
Well, the only thing that I can think, and if I remember rightly, yeah. I wish I'd got my list with me. 15 dies.
I can't do this one.
You want long?
I can't do this one.
Is it what? A C? Oh, I've got that.
The first letter is a C.
Thank God for that, because I've got that. Wait a minute, this don't look right. Hang on a minute. Ah!
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't get this one. No idea. All I've got is art.
Creatable.
Creatable. Creative bow.
Yes, I've got
and they're
the
over there.
Yes.
Oh, well done,
right?
everyone that got that right. I didn't get that one right at all.
Hey!
Well done.
Ooh, another point. Oh, I'm feeling a bit confident now, she says. She says. Write it down, definitely. Is it helping you writing it down?
Well, it would do, but
Yeah.
I hadn't got a clue on that last one. Adele print. So
What's this? Adele printer?
I looked at the bow and I was like, I haven't seen that at all before. And I've not seen it on a show before. So that's what I'm...
I remember launching them. I didn't realise we still had some in stock. I'm going to be totally honest.
So this one is Adele printer.
Adele printer. Can we have the clue, please, Charlotte?
Available in 3 different widths.
Available in 3. What do we have that's available? Ooh. Yes. I think. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
I think I've got that one.
Think you got that one?
I think so. I've got
Red liner tape.
Yep. Fabulous. Wonderful. Well done, everyone that got that. Yeah.
Oh,
Debbie, I mean...
don't say that. I've never had a full one. Oh, actually, I have. It was when Charlotte... Did you hear about this, Charlotte? When you'd spelt something wrong? Have anybody let you live it down? Because I were on for a full 10.
Yeah.
I still got 100%, yeah, but technically I just want one. I just want one time where I can get all of them right, because the worst that I've ever done is the cocktail one with Joe.
Was that terrible?
Oh, it was a terrible, honestly. I don't drink cocktails, Becky, so I was really struggling. And who were I up against? Cocktail King himself. At 4.
Aloof normal.
Aloof normal.
And 4
can we have it,
words.
please, Charlotte?
Useful for decoupage.
Hmm? Oh no. Useful for... Oh, I think my clean sweep's going to be coming to an end now, Becky. Useful for decoupage. Oh no. Oh no. Do we have to say this out loud? Oh, it isn't it? Yeah, just...
I've got no idea what this is. Can I have another clue?
Oh God.
F.
Oh God, it is.
No, I'm not going to
Hey,
get one.
can I just say, useful for decoupage?
No.
No.
What would be the hint you would give me?
What I would give you, Ben.
Oh.
Oh. The one that me and you have been trying to avoid saying.
Damn, that would be much better clue.
Ben, just put Ben.
So, 1, 2, 3. 4 on a roll, 4 on a roll, 4 on a roll, 4 on a roll, 4 on a roll. Hey!
I can hear Debbie. That's all I can hear. I can just hear Debbie.
Well done, everyone that got that. Yeah, we did. We had zips on a roll.
Did you have zips on
Zips
a
on a
roll? Zips on a roll. Zips on a roll.
Zips on a roll.
Oh God, look at this one. Right, let me just write this down. What was that? What was that?
Get.
I'm trying. Wait a minute. That don't say vibe, does it? Does that say vite? V-I-T-E.
Yeah.
And 2 words. Can we have a hint, please, Charlotte?
Make sure to remove the backing.
What? See, in my head straight away, I thought of something, but it don't fit that. Make sure to remove. Right, so Charlotte, could we have a little tiny, weeny clue what the first word of each letter is? Is a what? An H. Second letter? A what? A. Right, okay, so if we'll do it that way, that might give us a little bit of an helping hand, Becky. What do you think?
Not helping me at all.
Make sure to remove the backing. Oh, God, this is not fair because I feel like I'm... Well, I know what I have to take backing off, but I don't know if it's going to fit this. So let me just see if my second word is what I think it is. Oh no! Don't make me work for my 10.
Oh God, I haven't got a clue.
Wait a minute, I don't know how to spell it. Hang on a minute. That one and that one. So
No,
that
no
leaves me
idea.
with. Right, that's that for. I've done my first word. What on earth? I don't think this will fit. You think I've got the second? I'm just trying to see.
I feel very sorry for anyone that's on my team.
I forgot my four. Do you know what? I have, because I forgot my bit. I'm thinking I can't make it work because there's no V. I can now. Wait a minute. Do you think? Oh God. No, because it's not 4 words.
I've got no idea.
It's two words. Heavyweight acetate.
Ah.
Is it?
Oh, well done.
10 out of 10.
Yay! YouTube. Loads of people got it right.
God, I felt like I worked for that today.
I know now I should never go on countdown. Because I'm just not going to be any good at that.
Oh my days. Thank you.
After that, we're going to have a bit of a breather. So check out your baskets. Go and have a quick cup of tea, a quick cocktail if that's what you're going to do, or maybe an iced coffee. And we've got some information from Club Inspire, and we'll be back with you in a couple of moments.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy, all your crafty must-haves in a flash.
Make light work of intricate and delicate die-cutting designs with the Pokey Tool from Crafter's Companion. An absolute essential part of any paper crafter's kit, its precise tip has been designed to release the tiniest pieces to reveal your finished results with absolute precision. And to make sure your finished project is perfect, each Pokey Tool has a rubber tip protector, so there's no risk of damaging your die-cutting design or yourself. The Crafter's Companion Pokey Tool is such an essential craft item, we've included 2 in each set.
Quick Buy, get yours now. Quick Buy, all your crafty must-haves in a flash. Draw, decorate, and customize your world with the colorful Spectrum Noir acrylic paint markers. Each premium paint marker gives opaque coverage on ceramic, glass, wood, and let's not forget paper, cardstock, and canvas. These versatile markers are filled with highly pigmented premium water-based paint, offering beautiful, rich, and smooth coverage. The colors can be blended together, and the fast-drying opaque paint is ideal for layering. A 3mm bullet tip offers smooth strokes, and a precision valve mechanism allows rich and consistent flow with no clogging. Quick buy, all your crafty must-haves in a flash.
Hello, welcome back. I hope you did better than me on that little quiz, the games that we had. I love to win, and I feel really quite disappointed that I haven't won, and I have to drown my sorrows in a bottle of fizzy pop from the vending machine a little bit later. We do have one of the questions, one of the answers was about the matte and layer dies, which our Craig created, didn't he? I have these at home, and I think they're really quite useful. So these are absolutely brilliant, and we've got them at a brilliant price for you. So you have your square one, which is your 6x6, and then you also have your rectangular one, which is a 5x7. They are available today, those two, for only £9.60 or $11.20. So that's actually a 50% saving on the normal price. Now these are going to be really great for you just to make everything easier when you're doing your matting and laying. So you don't have to use your guillotine, you could just run everything through your die cutting machine, and you can get some really beautiful frames out of these. So these are absolutely wonderful and definitely worth having. The next thing we have is these are our sentiments here, and we've got all sorts of different ones. So these are our stamping sentiments that you can use with our inks. You've got 70% saving on this one, so again, a really good deal. You have your thank you sentiments down here, then we have your good luck sentiments, special friend, thinking of you, just for you, and then your happy anniversary ones as well. And so the price for this is £31.47 or $35.59. Your platinum price is £25.18 or $28.47. So again, really stonking good deal, as Ben would say. Your next thing is your creator bow. So this again was one of those questions we had in the quiz earlier on. This is beautiful, and it creates the really stunning bows. So you'll get all those dies in order to make those bows that you can see down the side. So we haven't had this on since February, so this is really well worth doing. And who doesn't love a bow? If you don't want to use any satin on there, you actually want to make a sort of more rigid bow out of card, this is the thing for you to do. And again, you can use this with vellum as well as all your other kind of paper and card. So the platinum price here is £25.18 or $28.47. Really lovely little set here. The next one we've got for you is the Sharon Callis Heartfelt Greetings set of dies that we've got and stamps. So this one here, this is Thinking of You. You've got some lovely designs here with thinking of you is quite an ideal kind of sentiment, because it can be great for sort of sympathy cards as well as just because you're thinking of a friend. Then you've got your sending blessings one here with those beautiful butterflies, and who doesn't love a butterfly? And you'll get those different stamps in there as well to create your design. Then you have happy birthday with the balloons and your little present here, and then you have thank you here with those beautiful roses, and obviously you can mix and match those stamps with those dies. So the saving here is 75%. Platinum price is £12 or $13.57. That's a really good deal, isn't it? And they do make really, really pretty designs. What are we going for next? What kind of demo are we going to do next, Debbie?
So I am going to be using the lovely heartfelt greetings.
Lovely.
And I've just seen the time, so I don't know if our social media superstar wants to get the vote of the show now. We'll do this because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if that this goes in or not. I'm not really bothered.
No problem.
We will show you, and we'll get the vote going because we've also got to do the winners' names as well of the 5 lucky winners from YouTube. So we'll get this bit out of the way for our social media superstar to do the count. So we'll start with number 1, which is lovely drying at the moment. So that's number 1 where we started. There you go. That's number 1. With that beautiful garden florals, from our Sharon. Or number 2, the beautiful butterfly reversed easel. So that's 1, let's go back again. 1 or 2, you decide.
very difficult to choose, as always. We do actually have our winners from YouTube. So they are Eve B, Lorraine Kiernan, Angela Kraus, Carol 16, and Barbara Rastov. I can't say your surname, I'm really sorry. Even though I'm wearing my glasses and my eyesight is it's too hot for my eyes, I told my husband last night when I spoke to him. He goes, what are you doing? I said, I'm going to go to bed. It's too hot for my eyes. They're not working. So I do apologise. Rastoviki. So well done to all of you. You did so much better than I did. Now back to your demo then.
Yes, so I'm going to use the Heartfelt Greetings. I'm going to use one of the creator boards as well because I love these. And I'm going with the Thinking of You. Now I'm going to make a bit of an easel card with this. So I've got myself a piece of our multi-purpose cardstock, and this measures in at 7 by 8, and I've scored at 1/2 inch at the top and the bottom because I'm going to attach it to my panel. So let me just show you what I mean by that. Let's go in with my piece like so. And make sure I've got it the right way around, Debbie, because that would look very awkward if I got that wrong. So I'm going to match that up, and I'm going to just stick this down now with some low tack tape. Little top tip we always give people when you're doing this is just pop your tape on the inside, because that's the bit that's going to cut away, so it won't make too difference if it if it gets spoiled or anything like that. So just pop that in. Thin metal die, normal combination. Of course, if you want to know a little bit more about the Gemini, maybe you haven't bought one yet or you're fancying one of the family, we're going to go through all of those machines, what they do, what probably will work for you. Some great deals on them as well, Becky, aren't they? We've got glue school coming up as well, a little mini glue school. It's going to be an essential corner with lots of our amazing products on the show. Right, so that's coming up at 2 p.m, isn't it, Becky? Not much time for me to get myself sorted and get myself back on an even keel from this morning. But I'm just going to lift that off, and you'll see. When you're taking it out, be careful, because there's obviously the... and I've left my tape on. That's probably why it's not coming out, Debbie. Be careful when you're doing this, because the lovely thing that Sharon's done with this is she's actually kept it connected into the die cut, sorry, it's connected in with the words. So if I show you what I mean by this, because this might be the first time you've seen these, and again, just take your time when you're lifting that off, because I've got my word wrapped around my waist. So there we go, gently remove that. It's got this lovely design, this lovely, like, how would you call that?
Stitching design.
It's a stitching design, isn't it? The shape is like a square.
Squoval.
Squoval, that's a good one. That's what they do with nails, isn't it?
Squoval.
Yeah, it's a good way of describing it, Becky. But yeah, so it literally stamps, and it does look absolutely beautiful. If I just bring this forward so you can see it a little bit better. It's got lovely little floral designs, but it's got these blank pieces in. You're probably thinking, what on earth are they? Well, that's where your stamps come in, because you're going to stamp your image, and they've been designed, and I'm going to make sure I've got it the right way around, because I know what I'm like. And to be fair, so whoever's used this last has lost a bit of the, so it usually gives you a bit of an helping hand. That's the bottom one though, so we're going with that bottom one. But it's been designed to fit in there. She says, there we go, I think that's right. So you're going to stamp those images up once you've got this all done. Now I'm going to speed it up because time is running out, and I want to try and get this all sorted. But literally take your stamping platform, and do you know, Becky, I've been away for a few days, come back. Stamping platforms are missing. Let's see if I can find one. Shall I use my rocker block? Yeah, I'll use rocker block, see if I can get away with that one. Depending on the ink that you're using as well, you need to use the correct ink. So I've coloured mine in using our alcohol markers. So I'll use my alcohol marker ink. I'm just going to make sure I've got this lined up, Becky. Just bear with me a second, because I'm still trying to work this out. Just bear with me. Yeah, there you go. That's that top one. And then the bottom one, if I just put that down there. There we go, just turned it upside down. So I'll stamp that one on first. Let's go in first with that one.
So do you tend to use the rocker block more than you would use the...
No, I use my stamping platform, I'm not going to lie to you. I use my stamping platform nearly every single time I stamp now. And it's usually the magnetic base one that I use, which, to be fair, you'd think that'd be down here, wouldn't you, Becky? But even that's had legs and walked. Wonder where that's gone.
Do you know, when I first started doing paper craft, well, you know, when I first started doing it more recently, I got a load of stamps, but I didn't have anything to put them on.
No.
So I was there trying to fiddle around with stamps in my hand. You know, it's nigh on impossible.
Bless
I always
you.
thought stamps, you know, came with like a wooden handle.
Yeah.
Like they used to.
Back in the day
years
they did,
ago.
Becky, back in the day. Now I will tell you, when you're lining this up with a rocker block, it can be quite tricky.
Yeah.
So I would use a stamping platform, but unfortunately the stamping platform isn't here. So it must have gone into the other studio, because it's definitely not here. I've had a little look with my eyeballs, and it isn't here. So I would definitely use the stamping platform for this bit, because to try and line that up and then do the, and I'm just going to take a run at it. Because I mean, the stamping, don't get me wrong, the rocker blocks is absolutely fabulous, looks fine, but if you want precise and you're a bit wary of doing that, absolutely use your stamping platform.
Yeah.
And once you've coloured, you know, once you've stamped it in and you'd line up the top one as well, we can just move those out of the way for a second, take your colouring implements and have a little colour, have a little play. And I'll show you what it looks like when it has been done, like that, Becky.
Oh, beautiful.
How beautiful does that look? And all I've used is tri-blends for this to colour these in.
Yeah.
I've left this purposely white. I'm going to actually stick this on too, because I've already put some red liner tape on. I'm going to stick this on to some acetate, and I'm going to trim the acetate down.
Okay.
Rather than, because the problem with acetate is, it's absolutely fabulous. I love it. I use it ever such a lot. But because it's so tricky to see and get it lined up, because it's like almost invisible,
Yeah.
I tend these days to cut my acetate larger than my project and then trim it down,
That's a
because
good idea.
it gives me a little bit of leeway, because I don't know about anybody else, but honestly, and my eyes aren't the best to start with, so I have to give yourself some helping hands there. So definitely think about that, about making it just that tad bigger, because look, it's literally, it just disappears within the, and I'm just going to put that on there. Let's see if I can do it. So difficult, Becky. Studio lights don't help either.
No, that's very true. You can't. I was trying to thread the sewing machine yesterday, and it was honestly
With this
just,
light?
I had no idea what I was doing. It took me ages to do.
Bless you. I'd have struggled with this light, I'm not going to lie. So now I'm just going to trim this down. How are we doing for time? Because I can see the time literally speeding ahead there. Let's trim it down. Do we have the scissors on this afternoon, producer
We do.
Jamie?
Yeah, we've got a fab deal with some scissors.
I would not be without my scissors from Crafter's Companion, and I love them that much. I've got multiple pairs. I genuinely mean that. They're absolutely beautiful. Very, very sharp titanium scissors. I love my larger ones because of the measurements on there, which I just think is absolutely fab. I've got my bow already pre-cooked, Becky, so I've already used the bow. Now the bow, the 15 ways to use it, the 15 dice to use it in the 7 different ways. Absolutely. I'll just give you a quick demonstration. I've cut 2 out, and all we're going to do is we're going to tease it into place. So again, depending on the what it is that you're using, I'm going to bring this in, and I'm going to curl it with my, now you can use, in fact I'll use my bone folder. I'm just conscious at time, I don't think I'm going to get this demonstration finished, but that's because of that super hard game we had.
It was very tricky.
Oh, beyond tricky.
Very tricky for
Beyond
us, but it seemed to be quite easy for the viewers.
Well, you see, they must be, honestly, they must be amazing, because I struggled with that one. Even though I got 10.
You won.
I know, but I just
You
don't know
won,
how.
and you got them all right.
I know, but I think we had lots of help from Charlotte. We had lots of help from Charlotte, and you know, doing that almost like the countdown at home, where I have extra time than the half a minute. It's a good job they didn't put us on a timer. If they'd have put us on a timer, Becky, no way in a month for Sundays would I have got that.
Did it.
Now I'm taking that half and bringing it into my, and I'm using red liner tape, and just going in, and literally you're just making it match into that centre, like so, which creates the bow. So I'm just going to stick that down. And then this part here, let me just make sure I've got that stuck, I'm going to then put my bow onto the front. And that's how you put your bow together. I love our Creator card bows.
Oh,
they are
clever.
absolutely beautiful. It's the first time I've used it in a while. I keep forgetting. But because we've got it on the show, I thought, I'm going to bring it in and use it. But with this one, I've just added a little gem into the centre.
Okay.
There is a little piece in there that you can actually use to wrap around as well to create your bow. But that's just to bring in line with what I'm going to be doing to put my card together. So let us bring in my panels and my pieces. I'm going to attach my fruit. Oh, Producer Jamie.
Speed crafting.
Shall we do, oh my goodness me.
Shall I let everyone know which one was the demo of the show?
Yes, while I'm just sticking my bits together.
So it was number 2 that won
the butterfly one.
Well done.
Thank you very much.
But very difficult to make a decision between the two, I think.
It's too difficult, isn't it? I mean, goodness me, just amazing. Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to have to do, because I've just heard we've only got a minute left, and we need to let me just pop that on there, because what I've done is I've created what I call a see-through easel by matching it up and marrying it up at the back. But if I just bring in my finished sample to show you what I mean, so you can see I've used some of my papers again, but that's how I did it, and I just stuck my panels in. Let's turn it that way. Sorry that I didn't get a chance to finish that, but you can see the gorgeousness of this. You can keep it really clean and simple, and I have with this. I've chosen just one paper colour and chosen the colour that matches the florals there. But again, you can see how fabulous you can create these.
Lovely, really beautiful. And very quickly, we've got a few moments before we break, before we end the show. But in Masterclass, we've got some other bits and pieces coming up. So this is your small guillotine. Great price today of £17.99 or $25.16 if you're a platinum price, platinum card holder. So great for all of your little crafting bits and pieces. And you know, great for if you don't need, you want something that's something that doesn't take up quite so much space, or you could go for the larger one, which will be able to comfortably cut sort of 12 by 12 pieces of paper. This is £28.79. It's only available in the UK at the moment, but that's your platinum price. We've got some other core tools here as well. Ooh, that sounds really strange, that noise. We've got the self-healing cutting mat here, which is one of your other core tools here. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Contact. So that is your 12 by 9. That is £5.03 platinum price, or $9.32. Then you also have your glass cutting mat, which is fantastic. You drop glue on it or drop anything. You can use it for your inks, all sorts of different things. Really, really good. So this is a 13 by 19 cutting mat. This is £19.79, but again, UK only. But we'll have more of those in the masterclass later on today. And then finally, just before we finish the show, we've got a deal on some scissors. So you've got 3 different size scissors. Basically, you're buying these 2 and you're getting these little snips for free. So that is a price of £23.18 or $35.92 if you're platinum price, platinum card holder. Now, we were talking about these earlier today and saying how great these are for all sorts of different crafts. So you don't have to worry about using these for fabric and not using them for paper craft. You can use them for both. I do, even though it's sacrilege as far as I'm concerned to use the same scissors, but they work just as well. And Debbie was saying Debbie Fisher, she uses them for cutting bacon in the kitchen. And I suggested I like using them for cutting pizza in my kitchen, because it's quite useful for cutting pizza. So these are definitely worth doing. Whether you're a paper crafter or a soft crafter, these are going to be good for you. So we're going to have masterclass later on. We're going to talk about the Gemini in detail with all the different types of Geminis, aren't we?
We're going to talk about all of the Geminis. I'm going to put them through the paces. Any questions that you want to ask about a Gemini, feel free to stay. This is all about an interactive show. This next show is really more interactive than probably normal. Ask any questions. There we've got glues on there. We've got all of our essential cool tools. Cool. They are cool. All of our essential dies as well, and stamps on there. I'm going to tell you right now, there won't be many demos. It will be mainly how they work, why you need them in your life, why we've got all the different ones that we have in our core tools section. It is an essential corner, and definitely tune in because we need your help. We want you to communicate with us, tell us what it is that you want to know, and I'll see you then.
Fabulous. Well, we'll see you at 2 o'clock, 9 a.m. or 6 a.m. a little bit later for masterclass.